A creepy man with a thing for feet stalked my friend and I. My friend and I had just graduated middle school, and during one of the hot summer days, we decided to take the train to go to Starbucks. The train was pretty crowded, so we stood by the door and held on to one of the standing rails. A man had gotten up from his seat and started standing next to us. A couple minutes go by and we noticed he had been staring down at my friend's feet pretty intensely. My friend is wearing no socks to go along with her sandals. All of a sudden, this old man complimented her sandals. Keep in mind, these were just plain black flip-flops. He then proceeds to ask her a series of questions like, where did you get them from? And what size are you? When finally he asks if he can take them off and see them, to which she tells him no. I thought this whole thing was pretty funny, so I jokingly asked him if he had a thing for feet, to which he shot his eyes up at me, stared blankly at me without saying anything, and directed his gaze back to her feet. Finally, we had made it to our stop and my friend and I got off. Now, the train allowed about 4 minutes at each stop for passengers to board and get off, and the whole time we kept looking back to make sure that the coast was clear, and it was. Satisfied, we continued on to our destination and started talking amongst ourselves and laughing about the situation when I turned around and saw that he was about 10 feet behind us. He had somehow now created himself a jacket which he was wearing with the hood up, but I recognized him. Panicked, we started walking at a faster pace. We even took some unusual ways through bushes and stuff to try and throw him off, but it was to no avail. He followed us all the way up until we went into the store. This Starbucks was in a plaza that had several pillars. We looked out the window to see where he was when we noticed him trying to hide behind one of the pillars and peeking his head around the corner waiting for us to come out of the store. My friend ended up calling one of her older brothers to come pick us up, and we told him about the situation on the drive home. Her other brother was in the car with us and asked us to describe the way he looked. When we told him, he pulled up a local news article on his phone that had his picture attached to it. As it turns out, this man had been banned from one of the middle school campuses for acting inappropriately and slobbering girls' little piggies in the parking garage. But wait, there's more. The guy had an extremely uncommon last name, the same last name in fact of a guy that one of our other friends was dating at the time. My friend had told us about how he had a thing for feet and would beg her to wear sandals to school. We told my friend about it the next day, and it turns out that her boyfriend was the little brother of this man.